Welcome to newsletters. What sign are we going to do? Sag. Yeah. Welcome, Sag. And for those who are new to my channel, welcome. I'm Dorothy. And of course, if you are interested in booking a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. Yeah, you'll be led to the post where you can see the different services, the different prices, the delivery of readings, and even the terms and policies that I recommend everyone to read very well, because that's when you can see how our mode or how our process would be. What else? Yes, the full moon in Libra just happened on the 23rd of April. The after effect of the solar eclipse will still be up until August to October 2024. Yes, it has an after effect for 4 to 6 months. Like I said, if you would be hearing any background noises, just don't mind it. It's always been there. Jupiter will transit Taurus by May, and yeah, a lot of things happen. First of all, we will be doing your oracle reading for today. It would be serve as a guide or as a confirmation of what could be our reading for you, Sagittarius. For the Sagittarius, I had uploaded your monthly in April, and this would just serve as probably a continuation or another reading again for a set of Saggies out there. So we'll see what's up for you guys, okay? So, what is up for you guys? I'm sorry I was out a bit, besides the hectic schedule happening in my personal life, yeah. But don't worry, I would still be uploading, I promise. For those, I encourage everyone also to like and follow and even subscribe to my social media platforms, enable for you guys to be notified and aware of my new posts. And even if I were to give updates, if I would be unavailable for some time, because there are times that I would have those things, those moments, because especially being a tarot reader is not only my thing. I have a lot of things to do also. Okay, so we'll see. Wow, first full moon. Full moon, just as is. It says surrender to the divine. So one of the prominent things when someone or when we have the tendency to manifest something or wish or pray for something, in any terms to say, it is important for us to surrender. In what sense to surrender? It's the part wherein you know what you want, you've prayed for what you want, but you are not expecting too much that it should be this. Whatever you're praying should be this, because your life would be meaningless if this wouldn't happen. I mean, it's okay, especially if that's actually your dream, but would you become that kind of person when things happen that what you wish for wouldn't really happen the way you want it to be? Like, there are reasons why. So as a person, you wish for what you want. If it happens, it's good, be thankful. But at the same time, if it doesn't happen, there's a reason why. It's okay to feel bad, but if you're gonna base your worth, you're gonna base everything on it, it's gonna give it's you're not going to a rabbit hole in that sense. So avoid it, especially. I'm not telling you to brush it off when you felt like you are when you felt upset that you should brush it off. No, you feel what you need to feel, but eventually at the end of the day you still have to get up, move on from it, and just continue to still pray, because sometimes it wouldn't actually happen in a certain time that we expect to happen. Sometimes it's gonna come later on, so we just have to believe also at the same time. Emotions are running high. So probably it's actually, this is true in an astrological manner, because a lot of transitioning, a lot of conjunctions, retrograde, it had happened just days ago, and it's now moving to Taurus. Yeah, as far as you know, emotions are running high. So a lot of people is having those kinds of aggravated emotions. So probably some of you might be compelled to talk to certain people in your life, and it's giving you the kind of advice that, hold your tongue, hold your horses for some cases, because you might say something that you would regret, or you might do something, or you might say or decide on something that you would regret, especially if our emotions are high. So we don't make decisions when our emotions are high, so it's not actually recommended to do. You might get, you might do some things that it's very it's very dangerous, that you cannot really go back to. Okay, communication is key. Human in Gemini. So Sagittarius, this is also telling you that when you communicate to someone, it doesn't mean that you just communicate to respond. You don't communicate to respond, you communicate to understand. When someone is trying to communicate to you, it doesn't mean that you're just gonna absorb. You're gonna assess. What's the difference of absorb and assess? Absorb is whatever the person that you're communicating with, you're just gonna believe everything that they're saying. Versus to a person that you assess what they're saying to you, is that you analyze, not overthink, but just analyze or understand the words that they're telling you. If it matches to the things that is being said to you before, or their actions, or is it aligning? Does it seem true to it? You just have to assess. And that's someone who is wise with regards to listening. You just don't absorb it. Because a lot of people, there are people in this world that just absorb and absorb. You don't assess what you are being told to. So that is why sometimes we have different perspective, in a sense that sometimes those beliefs that we tend to know or we tend to believe in, it's sometimes coming from a misinformation. So just be careful with regards to it. There's a lot of things happening, especially that is why misinformation happens, disinformation. Misinformation is the part wherein someone gives a false information or wrong information to you accidentally. They do not intend to give this information, is intending to give this or wrong information to someone. You intend to give a different information to them, probably a lie or something that is not true. So that's the difference of misinformation and misinformation. Malinformation, as far as I know, there's a word, malinformation, as far as I know. This is the intention to give something wrong, for intent to hurt someone. So that's as far as I remember, especially with regards to those things, because we had that lesson before. And I also watched it with a psychologist, an influencer who's a psychologist. So yeah. For those who haven't know yet, I am someone who loves psychology. Yes. I was once a psychology student, but I wouldn't tell you guys how old I am. So let's guess. What age do you think I am in already? But yes, I was once a psychology student. So, yeah. So your first card, Sag. It's quite similar with the, I don't know, from the last zodiac that I had, but this is the first card also. I don't quite remember which is which, but Knight of Wands. At the moment, you are enjoying life, enjoying whatever you are in. You're just enjoying. Probably you are doing some hobbies that sparks your interest, that gives you happiness, that gives you that kind of boost. And it's actually something, like I said, you're doing something that is passionate to you, that is in your heart desire. So probably I'm seeing some of you are drawing, making art, painting, making sculptures, dancing. It's just in the art field. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. You're just enjoying doing these things, and probably some of you, you might be you have a YouTube. You record these kinds of things. You show it to a lot of people. You share your artwork. So that's what I'm seeing, because there is some quite of recognition that you're having here with the stars, and I'm seeing at the back. Yeah, probably some of you have a following. Okay, Ten of Wands. You're quite busy right now, Sagittarius. Busy with a lot of work. Yes, you are. Your schedules are booked. You're just occupied for quite some time. And a lot of people in your life, especially the ones who are close to you, they can see how busy you are, and especially the people who are following, if ever. So yes. So here with the Three of Wands, um, what do you call this? Since you are doing something you like, you are also in a state wherein you are focused on, you are looking at the progress of your work. Is it growing? How is it? That's what you're doing. You are very invested with regards to your passion here. That's why you're working. You wanted to, probably some of you are, like I said, are YouTubers, or you are an influencer, or someone just has a following in social media, and you are really doing something that you wanted to have those kind, to raise that, increase those engagement, to increase those followers and subscribers, like the thing that I'm doing here. So you're just doing that. With the Hangman, yeah, I don't do reversal, but I think this is meant to be reversed, so I'm gonna do it like this. I'm seeing you're willing to take risk here as the Hangman. You're willing to take risk on the things, on this kind of endeavor you are doing. You're willing to backflip, to just are you aware of those videos, like the people who jump who has ropes, who has safety gears, and jump out off the cliff or off high places like that? You're that kind of guys, a Sagittarius. You're someone who is who is bold, who is a risk taker. You wanted to explore things. You're hungry for knowledge. You're hungry for adventure, for experience. That's what I'm getting here. Queen of Pentacles. You are also hungry for some finance, but not in a state that you're a gold digger or what. You just know you're materialistic. No, I'm just saying you are someone who is, you wanted to become a financially stable kind of person. That's why you're doing this for some reason, also because you're intending to, I don't know, for some of you, do this enable for you to have better income or just become financially stable as is. With the Five of Swords, there are times that it could actually give you some stress, especially a lot of things is happening in your life. With the Ten of Wands, you have a lot of things in your plate. Probably not only your passion that you're focusing on, your endeavor, but of course, all of us has our personal things in our life, not only the endeavors that we are doing, not only the career that we are focusing or giving our energy off. So there's a lot of things here that you're doing. The High Priestess and the Nine of Wands. So I'm seeing here, if you're someone who is spiritual in a sense, probably some of you might be doing their rituals or doing their manifestation, their mantras, your yogas, and all those kinds of things. Or doing these kinds of things, and not a lot of people doesn't know about this. So Dorothy, why are you outing us? No, I mean, well, you don't actually. I'm not telling any name, so it's basically a general thing. I'm just seeing it here. A lot of people have the tendency to be curious about how you come to this point, how successful you become, and one of these reasons is because you are manifesting. You're a great manifester. You're doing some kind of rituals. So I'm seeing here. And that is the reason why you are also becoming recognized. Probably some of you might also be a tarot reader that is being recognized with their gift. So a lot of people might be recommending your business, that this person is the Sagittarius or Sagittarius are good at reading tarots or reading people and such. Yeah, uh, it's just this just segue kind of topic. As I mentioned a while ago, I was once a psychology student, and one of the misconceptions or that kind of joke that happened that is being conceptualized in us psychology students was, do you read people, or like in Filipino sometimes we like, can you read me, can you read minds? No, there is a big difference on how psychologists or people who study psychology happens to quote unquote read people, because for some reason the body, the human body itself, has the tendency to betray its own. How come? If you try to deny that you're not hungry, and then your tummy creates a growling noise, and of course, you're becoming quite weak. So it's just giving you the kind of energy to say, or the kind of message to say that you are truly hungry. If you're saying that you're not sleepy, but you kept on yawning, those kinds of things, but it's not always the kind of case that happens. Okay, it does not mean it's some for some cases we somehow use those instances to read someone, their gestures, their human body languages enable for us to know what is someone doing, if someone is lying. But it doesn't mean like those kinds of things that if you're gonna look at this, you're gonna look at that way, that's debunked already. It's just it doesn't really it's not actually part of it. Also, there are lots of things in psychology that has been debunked, which like for example, the men are in Mars and two women are in Venus. No, that's debunked, guys. Okay, I'm already telling you that's debunked, so don't listen to that. And of course, the five I'm sorry to say, the five languages, the love languages, that does not actually it has already been debunked years ago, so it's not actually it's not true, because everyone can actually create give those five languages when you somehow what do you call this, when you limit yourself in one love language, you're just kind of limiting yourself also to discover what can you give to that kind of person at the same time, and you're limiting yourself. So those kinds of things. So before you believe in these kinds of things, better make your research to know if these are true, because a lot of things have misconceptions with regards to psychology, especially the ones who have been posting psychology facts. Just be careful, because not all of those are really true. Okay, so those kinds of things. Okay, I'm not sabotaging those people or those channels that post it. Just I'm saying, as a person who studies psychology, studied one, it's not it's not real. Some of those, especially the things that I have just mentioned. Okay, so just be careful. Yeah, and like I said, especially in Luna's letter, this is not only about letter, tarots, or astrology. This is about also me mentioning or teaching things about in psychology, because I love, not just like love psychology. Yes. So going back to the read, I segue. Six of Cups. I'm seeing, well, Six of Cups is a reconciliation card, but I'm seeing it not, you're not reconciling with the person, with the particular person. You're reconciling. with your younger self. Probably this dream of yours that you're doing, this has been paused for quite some time, for years, and now you are deciding to return it, to ignite your passion, your childhood passion that you once somehow, I don't know, but for some reason you somehow overlooked or somehow stopped doing, and this is the time that you wanted to go back to. So that's what you're doing right now. You're reconciling your younger self, something that is from the past, you, your younger version. And of course, I'm also seeing here that as a person, as an adult now, or adult version of you, or older version of you are someone who doesn't want to walk away from it. You wanted to go forth what you dream, and not follow the things that has been being told by you. Like, you don't want to follow the standards of a society, or you just wanted to follow what you're dreaming for yourself. You're done with people. You're done with the standards of a society. Sometimes the standards of society is very idealistic, to the extent that they have the tendency to have lack of awareness also. Like, they have the sense of standard, they want to set for certain people in their life, but they have the lack of awareness also for of the reality that is happening. So you want to leave that behind. You want to leave those people also that puts you in a kind of bowl that just wants you to do this because of that is just that please them. So yeah, you wanted to have an end on this. And I see that you're still continuously on doing these kinds of things, these kinds of fashions that you're doing, and I am also seeing that eventually you would be known. But it wouldn't happen immediately. It would happen progressively, but not immediately. Justice. You're gaining wisdom, you're gaining truth, you're gaining a lot of things from here. You're becoming aware of yourself. I'm seeing here Sagittarius. So probably this reading is more of a self-awareness, self-discovery, what do you call this? Like, you're in the journey that you're coming back to yourself, learning more about yourself here, because I'm seeing that you are learning about uh your your weaknesses, your strengths here. So that's what you're doing here in Justice card. Last one, the world. So like I said, in the future, not only that you become more wiser, more knowledgeable, more intelligent, and all those things, more stronger at the same time, you are also becoming someone who would really be an inspiration to a lot of people. So that's your reading, Sagittarius. If you like the reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel so that you would not miss any videos that I will be uploading soon. Okay? Thank you and goodbye.